Welcome to Hospitality Property School. You are listening to Hospitality Property School with your host, Jerry McPherson. Well, welcome to another edition of Hospitality Property School. I am your instructor, Jerry McPherson, and today I'm going to be taking a look at how to write quality content for your blog. With the popularity and growth of online booking and businesses such as Airbnb, many hospitality property owners are realizing that their competition is increasing daily and that the old traditional ways of marketing might not be enough. With the percentage of people going to their smartphones for information, it is obvious that a successful hospitality property should build a guest list, and that social media be an integral part of any hotel, resort, inn, or bed and breakfast marketing plan. The question is, what would entice people to sign up to your list or to subscribe to your social media platforms? Create a blog. By creating a blog, you can share information about your property and the surrounding area to past and potential guests. You can then take snippets of your blog posts and share them on your social media platforms. The one requirement needed is quality content. Now you might be saying to yourself, I'm not a writer. How am I going to write quality content for a blog? Well, let's look at that. How do you write quality content, and what do you write about? This part of the process can be very scary and might give you flashbacks to your day in school, or that there are more important details of your day-to-day operation that might take priority over the time you need to write. If you want this to work, you have to make the time. Schedule time, once or twice a week, where you will have no interruptions, and then start. So where do you start? You want to get into the right mindset. Think about engaging your current and potential guests with tips and advice that will leave an impression and inspire them to take action. Let's look at some ways you can write quality content for your blog. Start with storytelling. Think of something interesting, stunning, a good thing, or an informative that has happened to you in the past year. Write about that experience by walking your reader through a story. Design your story so it has an introduction to a mystery or something that will keep your readers interested so they will want to find out the outcome. Storytelling is one of the oldest forms of passing on information and continues to be valued. 2. A well-written post is key. Make sure the quality of your article is well written. If the quality is inferior, then the feedback will not be good. Your content needs to be clever, appealing, and include tips and stories that pertain to your property or your region. You're only as good as your worst post. 3. Ask your guests. Research your competitors and determine what works for their guests. This can be done one-on-one or easy to fill out surveys with a small bonus as a reward for their participation. 4. Be a Mythbuster. Introduce a myth, then set the record straight. These types of posts can be fun to create and are a good way to start conversations based on your opinion. Here are ideas of how to start this type of article. Introduce or spread the myth. Tell a story that involves a myth of your choice to draw the reader into your post. Maybe the story is a myth. Since most myths are simple urban legends, the point of this introduction is to hook your reader into carrying on with the rest of your article. In the body of your post, expose and discredit the myth. This is the heart and soul of your post. Tear it down and bust it. When you expose a myth, tell your readers what the myth is, where did it start, how it spread, why does it still exist, and by answering these questions, you'll be placed in a position of credibility where the reader begins to accept that you know what you're talking about. Discredit the myth. This is where you bust the myth. Explain the reason why the myth isn't genuine and show proof that can support your case. A tip is to use a bullet or a numbered list. And finally, deliver a dose of truth. Now that you've successfully busted the myth, give your readers a dose of the truth to take its place. Tell them what they need to know so they can finish your article with a feeling of, well, that was interesting. 5. Use headings and lists. Customers can immediately recognize and understand headings and numbers, especially in articles. Consistency is important, so break up your content so it has a clear beginning and end to avoid confusion. Make it bold, beautiful, and clear. 6. Offer new viewpoints of old topics. Practice your writing skills to bring back old discussions, topics, or messages and offer new viewpoints on the outcome. You can entice your readers to finish the post by giving them something they haven't heard before. 7. Collaborate with others. If you've been writing solo, reach out to others to contribute fresh content. These can be restaurants, attractions, or other types of business that would enhance your guest's visit. You can use this as an opportunity to cross-promote and can help you improve your credibility. 8. Write about your passions. Focus your strength on topics that have real meaning to you. If you're not passionate about your writing, the readers will know. Stay with what you know and care about. Time to start writing with tips on how to create quality content. Get all your ducks in a row. Know what your customer needs, wants, and the obstructions. Brainstorm solutions. Study what has been said in the past by reliable sources. And think about what has not been said. Your outline. Decide on which format best suits your style of writing, computer or pen and paper. List all the main points. Arrange related ideas together. Create subheadings. Your draft. Be creative. Lead with originality, deliver quality, and at this point, don't be hung up on grammar. Modify. Trim 10% of your article. Remove surplus content. And make sure it makes sense. Proofread. Now it's time to take care of your grammar. Spelling, commonly misused words, punctuation, especially apostrophes and commas, sentence structure, run-on sentences, and awkward syntax, excessive parentheses, commas, and hyphens. And last edits. Ask a coworker, family member, friend, or peer to review your work. Read and repeat the steps as needed. In conclusion, use these steps to write quality content and share your knowledge with your readers, and they will continue to come back for more. If you have any interesting stories about how to write quality content for a blog and would like to share or have any questions or feedback, leave them in the comments section of the show notes. You can find them at KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com/KHDC061. Well, that's it for today's session of Hospitality Property School. We do appreciate your comments, and if you have topic ideas, please reach out to us on Facebook at facebook.com/KeystoneHDC, on Twitter at twitter.com/KeystoneHDC, or by email at info@KeystoneHospitalityDevelopment.com. As always, let's continue to work together to put heads in your beds. Until next time, have a fun day. This session of Hospitality Property School has come to a close. Be sure to subscribe so as not to miss any hospitality property tactics and strategies that will help you find the success you have always dreamed of. And don't forget to rate and review so we can continue to bring you the best content possible. We will see you next time, right here in Hospitality Property School.